Swarm intelligence, when crowds outsmart geniuses. Welcome back to Hive Mind, the dawn of telepathic humanity. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and today we're exploring one of the most fascinating and unsettling truths in collective behavior. Sometimes crowds are smarter than individuals. Sometimes swarms outperform even the most brilliant minds. Whether in nature, in technology, or in human decision-making, the phenomenon of swarm intelligence has shown us that when decentralized groups come together, they can solve problems that no single individual could ever manage. But as powerful as this system is, it also raises some disturbing questions about control, manipulation, and autonomy in a world increasingly driven by collective consciousness. Let's start with an example from the animal kingdom. Birds flying in a V formation, schools of fish weaving seamlessly through the ocean, bees constructing perfect hexagonal honeycombs. These aren't just impressive feats of nature, they're examples of swarm intelligence. In these systems, no single animal is in charge. There's no leader or central authority. Instead, every individual relies on simple rules. Follow the nearest member, maintain a certain distance, react to local stimuli. And somehow, these simple behaviors combine to form a collective intelligence far greater than the sum of its parts. But the remarkable thing is, it doesn't just work for animals. This same principle is being applied to human decision-making. In fact, it's already happening. In 1906, the British statistician Francis Galton conducted an experiment at a livestock fair in which people were asked to guess the weight of an ox. No one got it exactly right, but when he averaged all the guesses, the result was within a pound of the actual weight. That's the power of collective wisdom. When enough people contribute, even unintentionally, they can arrive at a surprisingly accurate result. This phenomenon has been replicated in countless experiments, showing that the collective decision-making of a diverse, decentralized group can often outperform that of any expert or genius. This isn't just theory. It's been applied in numerous fields, from stock market predictions to solving complex logistical problems. And today, this idea of swarm intelligence is being harnessed through technology, particularly through algorithms designed to mimic these natural processes. One example is the AI company Unanimous AI, which developed a system that enables groups of people to make decisions together in real time. The system doesn't rely on votes or surveys. Instead, it uses a process called Swarm AI, where participants make continuous adjustments to a shared decision puck on a screen, and the software tracks their collective choices, optimizing toward a group consensus. This method has been used to predict everything from sports outcomes to political elections with remarkable accuracy. But here's the catch. This kind of decision-making only works if the individuals involved are diverse, independent, and unmanipulated. The moment you start to limit the diversity of thought, you begin to lose the true power of swarm intelligence. If everyone thinks the same way, the swarm becomes a single, homogeneous unit, just as vulnerable to manipulation as an individual genius. Now let's think about how this idea is being applied in modern society. The internet, as we know it, is a massive hive, and we, the users, are the individual nodes within it. The content we consume, the social media posts we like, the news we read, all of it is part of the collective mind. The rise of viral content, trending topics, and social media influencers shows how quickly group behavior can amplify and spread across the globe. Just like birds flocking together, we all respond to the same cues: clickbait headlines, viral memes, emotionally charged posts, and suddenly, an idea or trend becomes the next big thing. But this collective behavior isn't always driven by genuine interest or shared understanding. More often than not, it's driven by algorithms. The same systems that feed us news and entertainment also shape our emotions, reactions, and opinions. They learn what makes us click, what makes us share, and what makes us engage. These algorithms are designed to maximize our attention, to keep us scrolling, to keep us invested in the collective conversation. But what happens when the swarm is being directed, subtly nudged by invisible forces? That's the darker side of swarm intelligence. It's not just the power of the crowd, it's the power of the crowd being manipulated. When the collective mind is shaped by algorithms, it's no longer truly autonomous. It's optimized for engagement. It's optimized for profit. And as much as swarm intelligence sounds like a beautiful organic process, one that brings us together, that helps us solve problems and make decisions, it can also be a tool of control. Swarm behavior can be harnessed, directed, and gamed. And that's exactly what's happening today. Take the example of social media. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok thrive on user interaction. The more people like, comment, share, and engage, the more valuable the platform becomes. But here's the thing. These platforms are not just passive observers of the swarm. They actively influence the swarm. They decide what you see, what you feel, and how you respond. They shape your emotions, your thoughts, your opinions, all through the simple act of curating your feed. And because everyone is tuned into the same platform, the same ideas, the same reactions, the collective brain becomes more easily manipulated. And this brings us to the heart of the issue. Swarm intelligence has the potential to be a force for good. It can democratize knowledge, it can solve complex problems, and it can help us evolve as a species. but it can also be used to control us. The more we connect, the more we synchronize, the more we risk becoming a mindless collective, driven by external forces instead of internal truths. So, what do? First, we need to recognize that we are already part of the swarm. Every time we engage with social media, every time we interact with algorithms, we're contributing to the collective intelligence. But we must also be aware of the influence these systems have on our thoughts, our emotions, and our behavior. Second, we need to fight back against the manipulation. We need to be conscious of how we engage with the collective. We need to challenge the narratives we're being fed, question the trends we're following, and take back our autonomy from the algorithms that seek to control us. And third, we must preserve our individuality. Swarm intelligence is powerful, but it only works when it is based on diversity. When we all think the same, we lose the true power of the collective. We must embrace our differences, our uniqueness, and our individual perspectives in order to protect the integrity of the hive. Let me leave you with this. The swarm is powerful, but it is not infallible. It is not all-knowing. It is only as wise as the diversity of the minds that contribute to it. So, the next time you scroll, the next time you engage, remember this. You are part of the collective, but you are also your own mind. Keep it sharp, keep it free, keep it yours. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing, and no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive Mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief Tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.